All the disrespect before you play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check fam? We are back. It is Thursday morning and we got some hot ass buttons to check. As always, the chapters are down below. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. All the subscriptions and subscribings and subslippings and subslibing. Making no damn sense, but y'all know what I mean, maybe. Anyway, thank you for tuning in once again and thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. My birthday was just yesterday. Well, by the time you see this video, about a day and a half ago. That makes no sense either. 2 days ago. I have no idea what I'm saying because my eyes is watering and I'm tired, but I ain't tired of this subject because we got 2 hot topics that we gotta unpack. It's all down below. Chapters, links, all that good stuff. We's about to get it. Hope you're having a good day because it's almost the weekend and it's about to get better. Let's go. All right, now we're to the first set of Midwest buttons that need to be checked. We've been waiting for this moment. It is finally here. Do you remember the other day we covered the story, right? When RobTV, the Midwest, got called out by the West Coast, right? Filipino man and the homies, right? Got together. They made that hilarious video, but serious video, dressed up in the suits. You know what I'm saying? It was business, calling out the Midwest, calling them scrubs, basically saying y'all don't want to smoke. Then at the end they put the piece of paper showing that they signed it. They said what you want to do, and then that was it. It was quiet. Everybody was expecting Rob to respond, but he didn't respond. I think that was like a week ago or something like that. I almost kind of forgot. Until just yesterday. That is right. Just yesterday, people done tagged me in the story. Thank everybody for tagging me in the story, man. I appreciate the never-ending love, man. Thank you guys for keeping us up to date. Anyway, Rob to the TV responds. You see this post right here saying, "Dear West Coast, blowing the kiss. Sincerely, Midwest." Let's check out the vid. With the stomp, all in black.
We saw that trash video that the West Coast put out to call out the Midwest. And there was one question that immediately popped into my mind. I've heard of Chris CCH, even though he's carried by his character. I've heard of Filipino Man, even though he's a Street Fighter 4 has-been. But who in the fuck is Flaquito? And people have asked Big Hollywood, are you surprised that the West Coast grew the balls to call you out? Was Chris Rock shocked when Will Smith walked up there and smacked the dog shit out of him? Of course I was shocked. But what was a lot more surprising to me was the fact that they actually all gathered up the confidence to make that video and walk on that sidewalk, only being 1 or 2 steps away from actually touching grass for the first time in their lives. It goes without saying that the Midwest accepts this challenge.
Woo!
But we are not responsible for what happens next. I said, Midwest, Midwest, Midwest. See you at Combo Breaker.
Combo Breaker, ladies and gents. It is going down. No coast, no kings. Combo Breakers, West Coast versus the Midwest. There you have it. I told y'all, what did I tell you? I say he's going to respond because the man loves to smoke. Okay, can we unpack real quick? It's going down. It's gonna make us want to watch Combo Breaker that much more. I love it. I love it. You gotta love it. The West Coast said, "What's up? Let's do it." Midwest answered back with a evenly great, if not better video. Whose video do you think was better? You know what I'm saying? You're talking about the West Coast, you're talking about the Midwest. Now, I'm gonna sound a little biased because I'm from that West Coast, you know what I'm saying? So obviously, I'm from the West Coast, I live in Texas now, but anyway, yada yada. What I'm trying to say is, I wanna root for my West Coast fam. I also wanna root for RobTV because the dude is like fam, you know what I'm saying? I just wanna see a good match, but as far as video, who had the better video? Y'all let me know below. For me, let me know if you disagree. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm gonna have to go with the Midwest. The West Coast had a really great concept. It's just the audio was really off. You know what I'm saying? You could barely hear them. You heard the wind blowing everywhere. The outfits were cool. They had a great idea with the suits, but they kind of look like, you know, look like preachers from Miami, is what I'm trying to say. But all in all, I really enjoyed the concept, and I'm glad they did it. And now it's finally going down. Combo Breaker. Can't wait. All right, now into the next set of buttons that need to be checked. So this one pops off in the world of fighters. So you remember just recently, right? We covered the whole story with Bum, right? It was like Sonic basically telling the best France players, beating some of them, and then saying they're never gonna win again because he was like, I'm gonna lab. I'm gonna get back the practice in, and you're not gonna win again. You know, it was at the Bum birthday bash. It was a huge success. Remember, we just talked about that video. Anyway, apparently, Damascus. And y'all know Damascus. I'll put his profile on the screen right now. Dude's been holding down the fighter scene for quite some time. And of course, I believe he's holding down France as well. And of course, thank you for those that tagged me in this story as well. So apparently, Illusions FGC posted this, and this is where I kind of started reading up on the story right here, tagging Damascus, so that's what's up, saying owes Bum a massive apology regardless of if Bum wants it. You can't be that big of a name in the fighters community and encourage negativity towards another massively successful event for your players when we need to unite as a community more than ever at that. So now I'm confused because like, what did he do or what did he say? Well, apparently Damascus was watching the stream and they were kind of making fun of it or making light of it. Check out this clip.
If any tournament, if I'm in a tournament and I ever hear anyone start shilling mid-match, I'm not gonna lie, I would get up.
That is actually ridiculous.
I will get up, go to the bathroom, come back out.
You forgot something, Dunk. This is not a tournament, this is a party. Right.
Oh, sorry, no, no.
No, but for real, this is like a party. This is a fun time. And it's a
also
fun
a major
to watch.
Yeah. It is a bash. See, look, you wouldn't have that at a major. Someone in the background doing Trump's gang signs. I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
He was playing the flute. Record it.
Right, I wanted to say earlier, I'm mad surprised we haven't seen the Match Arena screen with combo.
Okay, so there you have it. Illusion speaks on it more right here, saying, I'm a massive Damascus fan and EU fan in general, but wrong is wrong. Mad made over $700 for your player in one day because of how he runs things, over $15,000 for tournament results because how he runs things. Nothing about this event should have negative review of what he did. Peter, aka Flash, responds as well, saying, weak ass clip, I hate how people act like there's only one way to have a major. They want everyone to do the same fake esports hype. Illusions responds saying, big facts, the numbers and money speak for itself. That was a major and it had international presence in more than one game. And then of course you see multiple reactions from the FGC, some seeing it from that same perspective, others seeing it more like on the funny side, saying it had them rolling or saying that basically they feel like some people are blowing out of proportion. And then others like Matthew here posting saying, well, it's a little suspicious that Damascus deleted the entire VOD. Kind of makes you wonder if there was even more bad talk that hadn't been seen / clipped yet, but I don't know. And I kind of see it going back and forth from that. Some people are like, yo, Damascus is a real one, don't mess with them like that. But there's others are like, no, that's straight up disrespectful. Then Punk to the God. Y'all know Punk, man, needs no introduction. Post on it as well saying MFers will only say stuff because they can't do it. If they can get 15K match Reno, they'd be doing the same shit. But since they can't, hating is always the next best option. And honestly, I don't care what context anyone want to say calling a man's tournament, he got internationals to a party. It's wild disrespectful. I don't care how you see it. Man made sure the French scene ate more than anything that's been hosted in the EU, I'm sure of all time. So yeah, that shit is wild disrespectful. And then Big Bird post, y'all remember Buff Bird, right? We did that video the other day about the FGC getting sexier right now. Anyway, that's Big Bird. He posts right here saying, come on, man, calling it a party isn't really disrespectful when it's a community event, plus everyone's having fun. I understand it can be taken the wrong way, but that's just not how he meant it at all. Punk responds again saying, I don't know, to be honest, the way he said it doesn't sound too good. Honestly, it sounds like he was just hating. And I like Damascus, but as a person who's been hated on in every way possible, I can sense some jealousy, saltiness when I see it, and letting others talk bad about it on your stream should be. Big Bird responds again saying, Bum already clarified everything. Then Punk responds one more again saying, I agree, but of course anyone who want to be seen as a good guy gonna pretend they're sorry when everyone starts shitting on them. I wouldn't let that shit happen in my stream unless I agree with that shit. I've even defended all the people who kept fighters alive when MFers saying I revived. That is true though. I remember when I interviewed Punk, I believe he said, shout out to Damascus, and he said, you gotta credit Damascus for helping. Because a lot of people were saying, you know, Punk was just the sole person keeping it alive for all that pop off and shit he was talking at that one time, remember a few months ago? But he's like, nah, you gotta give a shout out to Damascus for doing the thing.
You know, there's definitely more than people than me, I would say, that does help the Dragon Ball community, because Damascus is a big person. So, you know, shout out to Damascus. He is like one of the biggest, if not the biggest person that's running events and like doing, I guess, like the hyper thing for Dragon Ball.
Right.
So, you know, Damascus is definitely one helping the scene. And, you know, even just like the French community in general, those guys over there, they definitely kept the game alive, and they, you know, they bring the hype to just wanting to, or people wanting to play the game. You know, they made me for want to start playing. So
Lazo responds on this as well, saying people are focusing on party part, which can be taken out of context, but the worst part is they are trying to clown Bum for asking for donations for the players. How can you talk even 1% negative about someone asking viewers to donate to a pot for players from your own region? Punk responds again saying, I promise you, Wah ain't ever seeing a check like that in the EU unless it's Bandai Rand. Would love to be proven wrong, but I doubt I will. And then the gentleman in question, Damascus himself, actually responds. Right here he says, so after a quick chat with Bum, so it looks like they talked it out, that's good. I just wanted to remind people I enjoyed the hell out of his birthday bash. I was planning to fly there, did it because of Ramadan. Said it more than once, but these clips don't get picked. Amazing work for what was the best celebration we could ask for. To give some second context, this is a party is literally a compliment to me. Bum prides himself on running the community events. This community personified, more than a tournament, a party. I've literally called my own 12v12 a party. I don't think it's derogatory. I won't do viewing parties again. I don't usually do, to be honest, since I now realize I'm in a position where anything said can be turned against me. The conversation sometimes steered towards a negative, but it usually ended back to a positive ASAP. Apologies if it wasn't swift enough. And last, every single event I've run was met with a real talk from Bum attacking the entire event for not being done properly. I watched in silence, took whatever I thought was good feedback, and let people in the chat hate on me while I worked. It does hurt, to be honest, but fair play. I'll stop that. I generally have zero need for a war. Our niche is too small for this. I strive for aiming high together. Unfortunately, that didn't work. I've always done my best to be about positive content and failed today. So lesson learned, I'll take the L and move on. And as always, those who have questions or want clarification can DM me. I don't think I've ever presented myself in a can't ask me shit way, and I've been chatting with a few of you already today. I had fun watching the event, and I'm sad it's painted otherwise. No hate here. And there you go. You know, people from the FGC and then his community as well start posting. I think a lot of people, of course, on his side and that know, him personally and whatnot are supporting him. And they're like, you don't have to apologize, or we got your back, or just saying straight up professional. Thank you for talking like that. You're being a big man and we appreciate it. What kind of caught my eye though, is because this was the first time I was reading that, right? Is when he said, I'm not going to do like he felt so scrutinized that he was like, I can't even do watching parties anymore because somebody might say something, or I might say something jokingly. You get together with the homies, y'all might joke your ass off, right? But somebody might take it out of context, or they might take it seriously, and all of a sudden you're a hater. That basically was what he's saying. And now he's saying I can't even do that anymore. But the other part that caught my attention, he was like, yo, anytime I did it, my shit was met with the same thing, with like ridicule or scorn or a real talk from Bum attacking my entire event because it wasn't done properly. And then people in the chat were hating on me and it hurt, but I just watched in silence and I let it slide. But then he goes on to say, I'll stop that because I generally have zero need for a war. So it was almost like he was apologizing and saying like I was proud of what they were doing, but at the same time, let's not be hypocrites because they've done it to me plenty of times and I haven't said shit. But let me pause for a second because I'm not trying to actually start a war here. I'm just trying to keep it about the peace and let everybody know I ain't got no hate. What y'all think about that apology? In a way, that was a real ass apology, you know what I'm saying? Because most people just keep a dry cut and they're never gonna do it again, yada yada. I don't think you could ever really win with an apology. You're always gonna get some people to tell you, you only did it because you got caught, or you only did it because people are shitting on you and yada yada. Like I said, I don't think you could ever genuinely win with an apology on the internet. But with this one, he does keep it real because he starts to speak his feelings when he says, y'all did that shit to me, you know what I'm saying? I kind of felt it turn. Y'all feel that? I felt that energy turn a little bit when he started talking. I was like, oh shit, what's this turning into? But in the end, he basically wraps it up with saying, no hate here. There it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you feeling, man. For one, RobTV, the Midwest versus the West Coast. First off, who had the better video? Who had the better video? Was it the West or was it the Midwest? Let me know. And then who do you think is gonna win? Then we have the beef, or not really the beef because it looks like Bum and Damascus done talked it out, but we had people get insulted saying what Damascus did was very disrespectful. What do y'all think? Do you think like Punk and them were saying that he sent some saltiness? Punk, he like made a real ass statement. Do y'all ever feel that way when Punk said, from somebody that's been hated on for most of his life. For somebody that's been hated on and people have been talking shit in every which way, when that happens to you, your antennas, your talking shit and hater antennas grow bigger and bigger, and you have a keen sense. Your hater spider sense has a tendency to grow. And he says, because of that, I could sense this shit, and I sensed there was a little something. Damascus might say it was a joke, but I could sense a little something. There it is, one more again. Thank you guys for all the massive love. We will see you soon the next day, which is Saturday. I hope to see you Saturday morning, if not possibly Sunday morning, but we're gonna see you soon. Love y'all forever. See you soon, and we'll see you soon. And guess what? We'll see you soon. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
This man absolutely loves the smoke. You ever see like the pit masters, you know what I'm saying? They be barbecuing, they got them big grills, like them barrel grills, and they just pump and they lift it, and all this smoke comes up with the brisket and the salmon and all this stuff cooking. They're just like inhaled the smoke. Oh my God, the aroma, and it smells so good. That's how much RobTV loves the smoke. While others see shit talk or drama or tea, it smells like fucking gourmet to RobTV. Smell the smoke. Right now I smell nothing but feet because I still got my dress socks on. This shit stinks.